Hello. Hey. Hello, C-Web. We might get an hour out of it tonight. It's 93 degrees at 9:30 at night here, so don't expect me to be out here very long. Don't mind me, just watching. Yeah, I came on later tonight because I was out at friends' houses chilling. I missed the damn eclipse, so there's that too. Hello, James. Flexing. Hello, SVG. Well, don't get your hopes up. Something might not happen. Seems quiet tonight, and I just got home like probably 5 minutes ago. Hello, Sarah. Just watching cars go over speed bumps. Same thing we do every day. Hello, Sarah. Hello, JG. Thanks, Willie. No jumpers. I've been on less than 5 minutes. If you find them, go ahead. I don't give out the address though. It's 9:36 in the evening. About 50 miles an hour. Ooh, I was a day off. That's good. Probably because where they are, it's crazy late or something. This is California. Hello, NorCal. Man, I cannot pronounce some of you guys' names on here. I try to say hello to everybody, but some of these names, I don't get them.
Hey, we're gonna jump this bitch. We gonna jump it. We're gonna jump it.
No, no good ones yet tonight. I don't know if I would remember you because your name is just shocking the world, so I don't know how I would know you from middle school. No, those are apartments across the street. I've been live probably 6, 7 minutes. Maybe 8 minutes. Probably an hour. Maybe longer if I'm still enticed by the chat or whatever, but like, it's 93 degrees out right now, and I'm standing outside when I have an AC'd house right next to me, so if it's boring, there's obviously a lot of pull to go into the AC instead of stand out at 93 degrees. No, I'm in California. I haven't been home all day, so yeah, I've been to Famous Dave's. It used to be one of my favorite places to go and eat. I think mostly a nostalgia thing for me and the family, though. I don't drink, though, so that sign wouldn't be a good sign. It's all good, Beast Wolf. We just hang out anyways. Whatever happens, happens. I just come to hang out for a little bit, and if cool stuff happens, you guys get entertained. Well then, what's up, Chewy? Hello. You'd be surprised at how many people pull over that know the stream. There was just one in this stream. I don't know if you guys didn't see it or whatever, but there was just one. It happens pretty much every live. Are any of you in here? Were you here last night or no? Do I have anyone from last night in here? Well, at the end of the stream last night, someone was trying to tell me to get some Hey Dude shoes. They're fucking trash. Richie, were you the one in the Kia? Nobody learned their lesson. This is what it is normally. People just assume that everyone that goes down this street hits the bumps. Subtronics. What's the ratio? I would go 70. No, you wouldn't. The people that look at the page and see all the ones that do hit it wrong, they have this false assumption that everybody that goes over them hits them hard. When in reality, I catch probably 10 to 20 of them a day. And there's literally hundreds and hundreds of people that go down the street every day. There will never be a face reveal. That sucks, Bumby. Maybe you'll get lucky. Yeah, my live is not very crash full. I mean, we probably get 1, 2, 3 of them alive. Yeah, you guys can tell too because you'll be able to hear it before it hits. That's definitely not a drug deal, guys. That's a guy and his lady. First and foremost, I don't go through the footage. So that's the first thing. And number 2, they're all marked before I even have to look for them, so I know what times to look for. But my wife is the one that uploads the videos. The Mercedes that was right over here on the left, that was dude's baby mama. Fresno. It's crazy after doing it this long and having like a thing on the page and like repeating it a million times, people still ask where they are. I don't know, they've been here 25 years. It wasn't my cone. I came from work and it wasn't there. So I don't know what's up with that. No, it's not shields. And I see most of the questions, guys. So if you ask it 2 or 3 times and I don't answer it, I'm probably not going to answer it. And it's either because I've answered it a bunch of times and I just want to take a little bit of time before I answer it again, or to be honest, I'm just fucking tired of saying the same thing over and over. Yes, there's some videos of them getting about 3 feet of air. Latertronics. Yeah, they haven't heard the answer, but they'll hear it when I'm ready to say it again. To be honest, like the same question is asked every like 2 minutes. So I don't want to answer it every 2 minutes. And if someone's going to stay longer than 2 minutes, then they'll eventually get that answer. But if I have to answer it every 2 minutes and they're just going to leave anyways, what is the point in saying it every time? No, Flopez, your mom's busy tonight. No, there hasn't been any jumps tonight. I don't have a whiteboard, but that could be fun. It's about $1,200 a month in this area, roughly $1,200 to $1,300. $50 miles an hour. Hello, Kelly, in Iowa. Oh, that bike took him real good. Fresno's like one of the cheaper parts of California. That's why the price of everything is rising, because everyone working at home can live a lot cheaper. We're lame, but you're here watching too. Kick rocks, fuckface. Gas is like $5.30 a gallon, something like that. He's not here anymore. What are you asking, Katana? I'm sorry. I didn't catch that really. What's the most air I've seen someone get? About 3 feet high. Yes, this is Central California. Hello, Massachusetts. Thanks for watching. Beast, he can't see you anymore because I blocked him. Yeah, I googled the Hey Dudes. Trash. I've actually seen them in person before now that I've seen them. Can you kick people from the live feeds? Yes. When I tell people kick rocks, that usually means that I've already banned them. Yes. People have been towed before. You could be a mod, but I don't give mod to people that ask. So if you're just a regular here and I just need a mod at the time, then I'll give you mod. But I don't really just give mod to people that I've never seen before. I'm used to very comfortable shoes, so they don't impress me at all. I actually went and checked some out today at a store. Well, you got to speak up so I see your username more often, because I haven't noticed you before. Sorry. The channel's interesting. The lives are probably pretty boring because I just sit here and shoot the shit. And there's no real topic, and I'm not hyping you guys up, and I'm not like doing battles and all these fucking things that everyone on TikTok does to try to make money. Because I feel like it's a rarity that I'm someone on TikTok that isn't trying to get money from TikTok, because I don't need TikTok. Like, my favorite part of the lives is when people bring up like topics that we can shoot the shit about. It makes the time fly by so that when a car does come, it doesn't seem like so much time in between cars. That thing is so loud for being so slow. I don't know about fighting people in history. I'm not like a fighting type person. I can usually debate anybody out of a situation. It's like 90 degrees right now. I'll be back in 1 second. I'm gonna go get me some ice. We are back. And that question, one of the pinned video has all of like the information on. There's multiple bumps in the street, the speed limits. I guess I should fucking make a video that tells how long they've been here and stuff like that. The ice is great. I'm standing up outside. Chewing regular ice is bad for your teeth, but this is pebble ice that's super soft. Definitely not a lie. Chewing ice is bad for your teeth. But I paid good money for these teeth, so motorcycles do go around. For the most part, motorcycles take them pretty well. I haven't went to Sonic in a long time. My ice is the same as Sonic ice. I like football. I can't really mess with a lot of drinks from Sonic. They mess with my stomach. The hospital my wife works at has good ice also. I have a GE Profile Opal 2.0. Cowboys, William. Later, Buck. Every time I hear the name Buck, I just think of Kill Bill. I grew up with a bunch of 49ers fans. There's definitely cheaper pebble ice machines than the Opal. I went to Dallas to go to a game before. That was a great experience. I thought, stop talking with ice in your mouth, jackass. I thought AT&T Stadium was a great looking stadium. I just did. That's why I said that. It was really nice in there. And we all got these free souvenir towels and stuff when we went in there. I thought it was really awesome. And I loved that my seats were so close that if I wanted to, I could have spit on Tony Romo. You going, babe? Tony Romo's a cool guy. He should have never gotten involved with Jessica Simpson. Kind of fucked his career. No, it's about the same at night and the day. Last night they were pretty hardcore. I mean, I was field side when I went, but when I looked up at those high seats, that is so far. Like, you don't really get a scale of how big that place is on TV. No, I never yell at them, really. It's not that deep for me. And you know, I expected something different because I've been to the 49ers stadium multiple times and it seems really small in comparison. Yeah, you can do that at almost all of the stadiums. They have that at the SoFi Stadium here in California too. You know, I was more into baseball than anything when I was a kid. Now as an adult, I don't know what happened, and I just don't watch it anymore. The last time I was into baseball, Mark McGwire was scrawny. Nolan Ryan was pitching. I actually went to the World Series in San Francisco. Yeah, I was at the World Series the day before the Bay Bridge collapsed. The Rangers Stadium is nice in Dallas, though. Or I should say Arlington, because it's not in Dallas. I believe it was 89. That was a good one. He didn't lose anything. The ladders and stuff in the back jumped up a bunch, but it didn't come out. No, I've never even hit the bumps. Yeah, the ladder jumped up a bunch, but it landed right back in. Have a good one. The noise was probably an 8, but the actual, like, what actually happened, maybe a 6. I don't know, because I'm not really ever up when the bars let out. I go to bed, and this doesn't wake me up or anything. Later, Izzy. Oil pans are super rare though. Most of these cars, they hit their front ends super hard, but not the oil pans. Cross members usually save them. Yeah, I posted a video like last week with a police car going over them really fast. But there's a couple of videos on the page of police. Now, something that does wake me up, that motherfucking car that just pulled up, its alarm goes off probably 30 fucking times a night. And nobody ever comes out and checks on it. Nobody ever does anything. I could throw a rock through the fucking windshield and they're not gonna check that alarm. Exactly. Why fucking set it if you're never gonna check it? And not really. When you have cheap ones like the ones that are on that car, they are useless. But we're in like the stolen car capital of the United States. So if you have a good one that like notifies you and you actually go out and check on it, then it can be of good service to you. They can be touch sensitive. Yeah, it's just the people that buy these cheap ass alarms, and then because they go off all the time, they're like, I'm not checking it because it's nothing. Yes, I was born and raised in California. Yeah, I heard about it. And what tripped me out even more is that it was live streamed on Twitch. The guy that did it live streamed the whole thing on Twitch. That was fucking crazy. Yeah, it was on Twitch, and like you got to see everything that happened. Some Caucasian dude went into a predominantly black area in Massachusetts and killed 10 people with an assault rifle and streamed it on Twitch live. It said Massachusetts, not New York. Maybe it is New York, though. New York or Massachusetts, just... It was a predominantly black area that he went into, and he opened fire and killed 10 people. Which in itself is fucking terrible, but the fact that he live streamed it is even worse. Yeah, it was a Caucasian guy with a bunch of tattoos. He was in a bunch of military fatigues. I saw a picture of him. Yeah, they got him. They didn't kill him, which in a way I'm glad that they didn't kill him, because now we can maybe get to the bottom of why he did it and maybe understand people that are like that a little more. I'm going to sound a little sinister, but like, had that guy been Middle Eastern, they would have killed him. Like the last mass shooting here in California in San Bernardino, the initial reports told everybody that it was 3 Caucasian men. And then out of nowhere, every news outlet went from that it was Caucasian men to Middle Eastern people. And then every one of the assailants were killed. And then obviously after the people are killed, you can't really get their side of the story or what happened. Now it's just the news telling you what they want you to know happened or didn't happen, which sucks. I would rather the person not get killed. I remember when those initial reports happened, I was like, please don't be Middle Eastern people, because they're going to use it as a reason why we need to get into a war with them again. And then they said it was 3 Caucasian guys. I was like, whoo, thank goodness. and out of nowhere they turned into Middle Eastern people. The crazy thing is, most of these shooters, like the Parkland shooting and the Columbine shootings and stuff, these people show a lot of signs that they're going to do something like this. And even talking to their parents, they're showing signs, and people don't do anything about it. They're quick to blame the guns, but they don't do anything about their crazy fucking kid that is showing a ton of signs. And like we've talked about this on live before, when you own a gun, there are laws out there, and like even the test that you take to own the gun beats into your head a million times that you're responsible for that gun and anything that happens with that gun. But over and over, we see these kids taking their parents' guns and killing people, and then the parents aren't prosecuted. What the fuck? If it's your gun, you need to be responsible for it. If your kid takes your gun, you're just as guilty as they are. They shouldn't have access to your shit. That was something that you signed on for when you bought a gun. It's not a Texas thing, it's a federal form, so it's no different in Texas than it is in California. And yes, it's a 30-question test. I have guns too, but part of that is that you're supposed to be liable for your gun. In Texas, California, New Jersey, it's the same everywhere, because that's a federal form, not a state-to-state form. But, like I said, when a kid shoots up a school and then they find out that it was their parents' gun that they took, that parent needs to be prosecuted too. Yeah, you have to fill out the form in every state, guys. It's not it's almost as funny as when people say the gun show loophole. You still have to fill out a form in every state, guys. I mostly vote Democrat, and Democrats play that bullshit game of the gun show loophole. The Kyle Rittenhouse thing is a completely different aspect. He's such a gray area. Like, I think that he should be able to protect himself when people are going to beat the shit out of him. But at the same time, he shouldn't have fucking been there in the first place. You can get concealed carry here in California too. Depending on the county, it's pretty easy to get still. Like here in Fresno County, our sheriff, Margaret Mims, she'll give them out like candy as long as you pass everything you're supposed to. But then there's other parts of California that, like, you can't even have a gun. They don't even allow them in their county. I agree there should be a psych test, but I think that it's hard to do psych tests because people loophole everything. They will loophole everything. They will catch a doctor that they can find that will take some money, sign off on it, and then that makes that useless. But I'm all for psych tests because there are some people that I know that own guns that, like, they're kind of fucked up in the head. Exactly, 1776. Like these psych that gets right to the point that I wanted to get to. It doesn't matter how many laws we put on people that own guns. If someone steals them, it isn't their gun, so the law didn't apply to them in the first place. I just feel like people that are gun owners need to be a little more responsible with their guns. If someone takes it and they don't report it stolen, and then you come to find out that it's their son that took their gun. For the most part, these gun laws, all they do is hurt the people that are law-abiding citizens. People that aren't law-abiding citizens, they don't give a fuck about the law in the first place. Oh, that's exactly what all these tax stamps for certain things are about. Like telling me I can't have a silencer unless I pay X amount of money for a tax stamp? What bullshit is that? And part of these laws are knee-jerk reactions from the riots and the gangs of the 90s in California. The laws went crazy like hard because there were so many gangs in California. And they thought that throwing a ton of gun laws at it was going to fix the problem. And it didn't. My problem isn't that I need a suppressor. My problem is that I'm only allowed a suppressor if I pay more money for it. So they're not telling me that there's a problem with me having a suppressor. What they're telling me is I need to pay them more money to be able to have a suppressor. So they're not telling me that it's against the law because of some reason or another. They're telling me that I didn't pay enough money for it. That's the bullshit. Yeah, you can't sell the suppressor. I mean, it's like some of the other guns that I have some off what do you call it? Off list items, and because I got them before they were off list, they're grandfathered in. Well, they're grandfathered in for the life of you owning them. It's not like you can sell them to anyone or anything in California. Automatic weapons aren't easy to get, Stargazer. Part of the problem is that the media has conditioned everyone to see a gun that is semi-automatic as an automatic weapon. And because they look close to the same, like an AR-15 and an M4, if you don't know, they look exactly the same. Shooting auto fucking sucks because how much money you burn through so quickly. Yeah, getting an automatic weapon is not easy, guys. So when that news is telling you that there was an automatic weapon, most times it's probably not an automatic weapon. Stargazer, like an M16 and an AR-15, to the unknowing person, they would think they're the same gun. Yeah, people that have the ability to get automatic weapons, they're usually pretty hardcore about keeping track of their shit. Even those bump stocks, bump stocks are so gay. To be fair, if you're good with a rifle or a handgun, you can fire off rounds just as fast as an automatic weapon. It takes training and discipline, but you can fire off rounds probably more accurately and just as fast as an automatic weapon. Completely agree. Gun violence is gun violence. And it's easier for people to have a nice trigger finger when you have these like match triggers and everything that are available to pretty much anybody. That like you can put a hair trigger on damn near any gun now. Back when I was a kid, trigger work was like an art that like gunsmiths were known for. Now companies can just mass produce a match trigger that takes like less than a pound of pressure to freaking hit. I have a whole Geisley rifle. Timney stuff's cool. I just like the fit and finish of the Geisley stuff. And you know, that's another problem. People have AR-15s and they use them for home defense. That is the dumbest gun to use for home defense. You're gonna shoot through 3 or 4 walls because you're being a jackass and think that a AR-15 is a home defense rifle. Get a shotgun and be done. Stargazer, it's not good because you can hit a lot of innocent people with an AR-15 for home defense. It's kind of a mid-long range rifle. Like, in close quarters, it's going to go through a person and the person behind them and the wall behind them and then probably someone in the house next door. I have an agency arms Glock. I love it. Yeah, so like the whole point in the home defense is to stop the perpetrator from hurting you or your family. But like, it's just going to go through them and they're going to keep coming at you. There's no stopping power at all. It's just going to go right through. LV controls, that's the problem. Most people are buying target ammo because it's the cheapest ammo and they don't know that they change different ammos for target ammo and home defense. Like I use, I believe it's Hornady Critical Defense in my agency arms Glock for home defense, but like cheap ass FMJs for target practice. Yeah, there was one earlier. Like, I'm not one of those gun guys that thinks because I have a $3,000 Glock that it's better. I just like to build things, and I think it's cool. It's no better than a stock Glock, though, as far as, like, getting the job done. But yes, I have an RMR and serrated slide and all of those things. It's a comfort thing, but it doesn't make it more capable of doing what it does. I used to want a SIG, but I have a VP9. Definitely racking a shotgun is something that a potential perpetrator doesn't want to hear. Let's not get it twisted. I wouldn't try to shoot somebody that's stealing something. Like if I came into my house and someone was stealing something, I'm probably not going to be trying to shoot someone that's stealing something. That's just a material possession. It's not worth my mental health of shooting someone for stealing something. But if someone's coming as a threat to my family, that's completely different. Good dash cams: Thinkware, Blackview, Memento. I also think that a lot of people with guns say that they will shoot somebody for stealing something, but when given that opportunity, they will think twice. I don't think people understand that it is not as easy to just shoot a human as they think it is. Yeah, military's completely different. I'm just talking about normal civilian people. They're not going to have a very easy time shooting a person. It's not going to hold up in most places if you shoot someone for stealing something. A lot of people think that if you were to go out and you catch someone in your car stealing it, that you would be able to shoot them. And that's not a good shoot, guys. I know morally you might think that, but law-wise, you're fucked. Speaking of training, you people that are gun people, what do you think about the million fucking people on YouTube that self-proclaim themselves as gun experts? And then you see some of the shit they do, and you're like, how the fuck is that realistic? Oh, don't worry, Texas is going to turn into California 2.0, guys. It's funny. I used to follow Demolition Ranch's real job channel, his veterinarian practice, for many years before I even knew he had Demolition Ranch. I do watch Hickok 45 though. He's cool peoples. He's an old dude. And you know those old dudes got stories. Hickok is awesome. He reminds me of my grandfather. Later, Katana. Every time I say your name, I want to go play Mortal Kombat. He made a lot of money off of Demolition Ranch. He probably isn't big on California. I like it here in California. I know a lot of people don't, but I like it here in California. What do you play on, Bumby? I love living here. I don't let bullshit that I can't control bother me. Just live my life with my little family, and I'm only here for X amount of time. I'm not worried about after I'm gone. Most people's complaints with California are we're one of the highest taxing states. Political reasons, people don't like how our politics are here, government in general. We're kind of a sanctuary state. We give more handouts than pretty much any state in the union. Those are probably all the reasons that I hear over and over about why people don't like here. 8.25. No, 0.825. I don't remember. I don't even fucking pay attention to it. I should probably pay attention to it, but I don't pay attention to it. California is expensive, but try Hawaii. I'm not filming a house, I'm filming the street, and that's not a law. You guys should see some of the shitholes in LA. Like, I'm talking about 2-bedroom houses that are really like on their last leg, selling for $500,000. Like 600 square foot houses that are $500,000, and they're literally in the middle of Compton. It's fucking crazy. And technically, I'm just taking video of my car across the street. And let's be 100% honest, I'll say this on the stream over and over. I don't give a flying fuck what they're doing in their apartment across the way. I really don't care. It's overall been a pretty quiet night. Weather isn't very nice right now when it's 11 o'clock at night and it's over 80 degrees. And it isn't even the hot part of the year yet. Now, a couple weeks ago, the weather was real nice. 70 degrees in the daytime and like 45, 50 at night. It was nice. Like Fresno weather just sucks like 3 months out of the year, and then the rest of the year it's all good. Brave the weather for 3 months and then you're all good the rest of the year. If we didn't have those 3 months, this would not be the cheapest part of California. If it was always 70 degrees, we'd have those San Diego prices for real estate. Those neighbors have been on the live stream multiple times and said hello. And they've walked their dogs across the street and said hello. Gas is about $5.30 a gallon. A decent amount of the neighbors have been on this live stream before, guys. There's a lot of taxes on gas here in California, but it's kind of a funny thing, the gas tax. A lot of people bitch and complain about how many taxes are on the gas here, but most of those taxes were voted in by voters. Like legit, they were voted in by voters. But the people that are bitching about it, most of them didn't vote. Man, I'm gonna make you guys cry. I pay like $45, no, $40 every 2 weeks for gas in my Honda. And in those 2 weeks, I go roughly 430-ish miles. I go about 430 miles every 2 weeks, Stargazer. A Honda Fit. It's a Honda Fit with the lightest wheels you can buy. I have Spoon SW388s on it. My wheels are like 8 pounds each. Yeah, gas is expensive because the taxes that most of which voters voted to do. Now, where people can be pissed about the gas taxes, it was supposed to fix our roads. But it's not doing that. It got deferred to other things like the train to nowhere. But people did vote on the gas taxes. It's pretty late to be making pasta. Shit. It's 11 o'clock here, and I know everywhere else it's even later. What sounds good is when I go in the house in a bit and have a brownie and some milk. Man, I went in the house for a second. It is so much cooler in there than out here. Oh boy. Can't believe I'm outside at 11:14 at night sweating like a fat fucking pig. Yeah, so that kind of segues into when the summer is really here, ain't no fucking way that I'm gonna be out here when it's 100 plus at midnight. What I'll do is I'll try to figure out a way to like have it set up and me be in the house. Maybe I'll be on my AirPods or something. You guys will lose sound from out here, but whatevs. The only problem with the window thing is then you guys hear everything going on in my house, and my daughter's 14-year-old ass has a loud mouth. She don't give a fuck. She will talk your head off. Oh, my daughter is, she's a little pampered. If I told her that she had to earn an allowance suddenly, that would be the fucking end of the world. But yeah, as long as she continues to give me the highest grades in her school and the highest test scores in her district and is the badass that I know she is, then I don't give a fuck how much money I spend on her. That's the goal, is for my kid to be better off than me. So I don't give a fuck what the cost is. You know, my agreement with my daughter is as long as she's a badass academically, then she will get whatever the hell she wants. And she's pretty determined that she wants to be a lawyer, so. Kuma is about to have a field day because I found the fucking frog. No fans driving by really today. She'll make a great lawyer. She likes to run her fucking mouth all the time. Here we go. Ooh, he slowed down the last second. That was coming too. She has a friend over tonight, so she doesn't give a shit what Dad is doing because her friend's here. When the homie's here, nobody else matters. Man, and I left my shoes on tonight to try to be ready if I needed to hop this fence and interview somebody. Damn it. And instead we had a boring ass night of barely anybody jumping anything. I'm pretty sure that Hayabusa is the white Mercedes that tried to do a burnout between them before. I think it's the same guy. The lives are only on the weekends, and usually they're not this late. Friday and Saturday are usually a for sure, although this Friday was like the closest I've came to not doing one. Sundays are the times that I'll usually do it during the day. I guess it just depends on how hot it is or what I'm doing. I'm gonna go out with the girls and eat breakfast tomorrow, so it won't be happening in the morning. Unless I wake up too early and I'm up before them and I have to keep myself busy for a while. It was good until you recommended those shitty shoes. Dana needs to get a sponsorship deal with Hey Dudes because she's trying to sell those motherfuckers. Watch, within the month on her bio, she's gonna have fucking click this link. Thanks for the roses. As always though, you guys don't have to give gifts. That is definitely not needed. I almost feel bad when you guys do it. Oh man. 11 years. 11 long years. They are grandpa slippers. You just got plus points for calling them grandpa slippers. Welcome to the mod crew. I keep meaning to take Dana's away because of that fucking hey dude thing, but too lazy to take it off. He just proved that I can trust his judgment. Dana, not so much. No, not really. Tatted. It's been a relatively quiet night. We had one a long time ago, but not really much going on. They definitely look like grandpa slippers. Whether they're comfortable or not, the look is definitely grandpa-ish. They literally have the same shape as the corduroy loafers that gangbangers try to wear all the time in the 90s. The frogs will get shot. Hello, Peace Frog. You don't gotta send those. Thanks for sending them, but you don't gotta send all that stuff. Dana, my wife was the same way, but I buy her really cool shoes because I'm a shoe person. It's funny how Peace Frog came in here right after you mentioned frogs. Here comes one. Damn it, they didn't stop. You guys were about to get me going over there and... Well, that was good timing because I'm about to bounce. That was a pretty good ending to the stream because I'm not going to stay out here much longer at all because I am bored. I thought they were going to stop, and if they stopped, I was going to go over there. No, I'm going to be going in the house right now. If I see some of you guys tomorrow, cool. If not, I'll see you guys next week. Otherwise, I'll be active in the comments on the videos that we post all week. And if you're not already, go check out the YouTube or the Instagram. It's the same shit on Instagram as is on here. But the YouTube, I put different angles and I put the replays of all the lives on there. Everything is the same name as here if you guys are interested. And again, if not, that's all good too. Good night.